Today we're reviewing an Oracle Pocket. We talk a lot about meleeing and over meleeing. We talk a lot about movement tech and how to utilize movement tech, especially the easier movement tech like mantle sliding and how to do it. We talk a lot about sinners, prioritizing sinners, securing your own sinners, invading sinners, and just how important they are. We talk about counterspell, how to learn counterspell, how to use counterspell. We also talk about just making a plan and enforcing that plan without really adapting to what's happening and just kind of doing what you drafted up because it's what you drafted up and not really thinking about the situation changing. And then finally, we talk about an exit plan and how, especially on squishier characters, you should always have an exit plan. So I'm Midnight. I'm a Deadlock coach for over a year. If you want free coaching, all you have to do is join the Discord linked in the description. All my on-stream coaching is entirely free. If you like the video, you know what to do, and I hope you enjoy. I mean, this is great. We got an insane amount of aggression. By the way, just for the record, for anyone watching, this is like what getting prio on first wave does. Well, them then fighting us on our first wave prio as well, right? But still, like, this is a huge advantage. Now we can just keep pushing it. I think we're saving for a T2. If we're not shopping after this wave, it's really bad if we're not saving for a T2. But we're probably saving for a T2 early. Melee is super risky. If he parries you there, you're probably going to start getting lasered by tower. That's like a really risky position in melee. I wouldn't melee like that. If you're ever like near tower, like, okay, in general that melee is risky, but especially if you're ever near tower, you just shouldn't melee. Because if you ever get parried in tower range, it's a guaranteed 100 to 0. Even if Warden like rolls on top of you to parry, you're just going to get fucked. Yeah, this is bad at this point. We are buying. I don't think Pocket, I mean, maybe you're doing a leap save. I don't think that's happening post nerf. We really should be shopping at this point in SPAC. We're letting our souls get this high. Yeah, there we go. I actually can't play League on anything higher. It's so bad. Yeah. I was saying for Cold Front. I mean, oh god, that's fine. Probably could have shot last wave, but this is bad at this point. Once you miss the stacks of your one, you don't like, okay, right now you're fighting while waves are like fighting. What is the word for waves fighting each other? I actually don't know a good word for this, because normally you would say waves crashing into each other, but most people have just adopted okay, there's two different types of crashing. There's a wave crashing into tower and a waves crashing into each other, but because a lot of Deadlock players are new to MOBAs, they've kind of adapted crashing as just the act of crashing in a tower. So I don't know, I now need to find a good new word for when waves meet. But because the waves are fighting, you shouldn't be looking to go in unless you get a huge advantage. Like, you know, if you'd gotten stacks off your case, then maybe you could look. But it's not, they're still in soul range, so it's not really like you're going for a freeze. If you push them back, maybe. But you don't want to be looking for that fight. It's a cage, really. You don't want to be looking for that fight, I lost my train of thoughts. Oh, unless you like you know hard shove the wave and then went on them like that, or you hit like all 4 stacks of your case and then you just like, okay, we can kill him, push him off this wave. At the very least, isolate him off and then we can freeze. You should use Cold Front on that camp over your one. Significantly shorter cooldown and more useful. We're gonna go box routes. Fine. They're shoving wave into us, so we're good to keep boxing. That's great. Common misplay by them. They should just like slow push, or like, you know, let it slow push. Oh, they kind of are actually. I mean, they didn't do this ideally. Bad they. Okay, I reward him 4 resets, so we have to hit creeps. In a situation, I always keep pressure up. Is that bad? I mean, define keeping pressure up. If you're killing wave and then, okay, there's 2 good types of good pressure. One, if you kill wave and then continue to put pressure, yes. Or if you push past wave and pressure them all the way back to their tower, so they've pushed past, so you're like pushing them out of the radius where they get souls, then that's good. But if you're fighting them while while the waves are meeting and they're still in the radius where they get souls, that's where it gets bad. You should react to buff at this elo. I don't expect you. Great ult. You recast your cloak for getting damage on both of them. Okay, Bebop gets buff. I don't mind that melee. It's that one's less risky because even though you're near tower, Yamato's dead and you're behind the like first time you were kind of melee, like you were like right here where you were just barely getting out of this cart range, but here if you get parried, you're behind the cart, so you won't get shot by tower. Then also Yamato's dead, so it's not as scary if we get parried. And if he parries us, he can't like follow up because he's 1 HP. Warden will just kill if he does. I said it way earlier before the first buy. Oh, you were saying it like, I mean, you want, if, yes, it's good to keep pressure, but you need to buy. Because at a certain point, if you're overstaying keeping pressure, you're going to put yourself in a bad spot. Because like this pocket letting themselves get up to like 2k souls. If the enemy had realized like, hey, like both of the Warden and Pocket are sitting on 2k. I don't mind this engage. And actually, holy shit, chain broke. Christmas miracle. The reason I said I don't like that or don't dislike that engage is although it's ego. Well, actually, I don't know if we saw Yamato off map. Okay, if we didn't see Yamato, it's bad. But I'm assuming we saw Yamato off map. Then you are again potentially trying to push him past the wave, which isn't bad. But it's only good if you're like, I guess this is kind of based on you. If your mentality in this is like, hey, I want to push him out of soul range, then it's good. If you're just fighting because he's there and not really thinking about soul range, then it's bad. But also, it would say before is if the Billy and Yamato had realized like, hey, you know, we're both strong laners and they're both sitting on 2k, we both have massive bias, and they just engaged, they would win the 2v2 because they're, you know, have 2 items on you, which is very massive. Yeah, there's a lead. Yeah, it's fine. In general, it's not great to prioritize using your barrage to farm. Because it's not bad to farm, it's not great. Pretty much everything else in your kit farms faster. And also, you know, keeping the damage amp in the pocket is very scary. And like, even though all your other abilities are, you know, very good, obviously, for getting away or for team fighting, being able to ramp up damage is great. And it's also the highest cooldown since you aren't putting points into it. Oh, you do actually put 1 point into it, but you aren't getting the CDR on it. I mean, yeah, we're just kind of, this is fine. Our Warden's roaming, we're getting super fed. We're gonna come onto this lane super big. I think you're, what the fuck is happening on the right side of map? I think your Warden's just roaming. I mean, we kind of have to monitor Yamato. You should farm your Sinners now, which it looks like we are. Perfect. I mean, yeah. Ideal, you want to... Okay, I wasn't looking at timer either, but like... Ideal play is you shove this wave sooner and then you take their Sinners. Instead of farming your own, because when you have an advantage like this, whenever you break tower before 8 minutes, you should try to be farming the enemy Sinners and trying to be stealing them. In the same way they should be trying to secure them. But he's not farming a Sinner, so you can just hard shove this wave and then grab it. Assuming... I mean, they're not... They're showing a couple on map. No, they're showing a few. Okay, you're good. Keep trying to push though. Again, stealing the Sinners from them is like it's very massive. It's like it's basically a full, including the value of buffs, a full wave of souls for you, and then also you're denying a full wave from them. Big. Yeah, now Billy's gonna go farm it. It's unfortunate. And Billy has, I mean, we're almost double his net. Well, okay, we're not double his net worth. We're 3k up on him, a full tier 3 item, so he could not fight. We do not have to be afraid, like at all. We see Yamato and Furnace. They're showing the majority of their team on map. Yeah, they're showing everyone on map right now. We could just try to scare off this Billy. So you push lane, then take this... Wait. Then take the Sinners and go back to your own? Yeah, exactly like that. Or, I mean, depending on your timer, it might be push wave, take their Sinners, catch the wave, and then take your own. But you obviously don't want to ever miss your wave for Sinners, but you ideally want to set yourself up to steal their Sinners off spawn. And then yours is, you know, much more free to farm. And it's very unlikely they'll invade in that situation because you have your tower. I mean, it could be a rage invade. You do have to be conscious of that. But it would be a misplay on their part too. Let's say a player up on you would be like Billy just solo invading would be a misplay. We should go for buff now. Okay, we're gonna cultist their creep and then go for buff. You should just cloak. Oh god, we're kind of taking the longest route possible, but we get there. I mean, yeah, this is not, it's kind of boring, but this is great for us. Like, we're 11k in this game because we're just farming side. Not, it gets the job done though. We'll be super fed in this game. We can definitely carry. the most efficient spot to farm wave, but it doesn't really matter. Just better if you are on the ground so the minions walk closer and you can be closer. We're also, I mean, our team's up 5k. You should try to run Earn. Your best play is, it's actually getting close to being 15% you guys are ahead by. So you could also tap Earn. But it would be really important. Well, tap Earn is just picking it up and then dropping it so it cements as a neutral Earn. But you could also just be, I mean, you also should be trying to look to run it. I'll get warned. I'll talk about, if I remember at 14 minutes, I'll talk about also potentially staggering it. If you guys stagger this Earn, you basically win the game. If you were to tap it right now, okay, now game's getting more closer. But if you were to tap it right now, wait till 14:30 and then just stagger it, you guys would win the game. Yeah, we just afflict the Billy. I don't think you have to be afraid. I mean, nah, they're not showing enough. I like us playing a little timid there, actually. I think Billy's just being stupid extending that far. However, it is much safer for us to just be like, hey, if Billy's pushing this far, we have to assume that he has a brain cell and has a teammate behind him. So I do like it. It's a little bit playing like 4 players above your elo, but it is still a good habit to get into of respecting the enemies. DDR, I mean, your build seems fine. Nothing standing out as like egregious. They're all very standard pocket items. I'm honestly not quite sure after the leap nerf if it situates this early, but it is also just an absurdly overpowered item, so I wouldn't doubt even post the nerf it, you still like rush it. Feels like he's afraid to trade 1v1 with Billy. I mean, when they're showing on map, yes, we should be... Now we need to focus wave, though. We shouldn't be afraid. But when they're not showing is when we need to be afraid. Like, right here, they're showing... Not really showing. I think they've showed a couple right side. I mean, this is a terrible dive on Billy's part. I mean, okay, the thing is, again, it's kind of this weird spot. Yes, you should be like fighting that Billy, but you also, if a Billy is if a Billy 4k down on you is trying to dive you, you have to assume that he has a teammate nearby, because you have to assume no fucking player 4k down on you would try to dive you with no backup, no matter what the elo. You just he was, don't get me wrong, he was trying to do that, but you have to make the assumption that he is, or he has a level of competence that is I guess left to be desired at this point in the game. Yeah, well, yeah, oh god, the comments. But I don't know. I do think they should push rank back slightly. I like that they brought it up. I did think it was bad that top 10% was Archon, but I think top 10% should be Phantom, not Ascendant. Because a 10% to 1% drop is kind of insane. You could also do top 10% as Oracle. I think that'd be fine too. However, Ascendant's too high. You shouldn't leave your lane. I mean, okay. In this situation, it's fine for you to leave the lane, but you have to ask like your Infernus to pick it up. Infernus would love side laning here. You could ask, I mean, it's really is your Infernus to pick it up, because now no one's picking it up and we're just going to lose the tower and get nothing besides being mid for fun. Yeah, Billy just gets tower now. Also, you should mantle slide. Just press control as you mantle. It's free movement. Wait, I did, but they would just fight and farm. I'm gonna be honest, I already forgot what I said. Yeah, I mean, we killed Billy, but it's not worth. For one, he pulled 3 of us and got tower, so now we're gonna lose mid. By the way, if they played correctly, when we showed 3 on this side of map, and they should just push mid and take both towers. This was a very much an overreaction on our part. We only need 1, maybe 2 people to come. More on your ward and chasing as well than you. But yeah, there's Ivy. She's gonna get tower. But we just lost both our guardians for fun. Absolutely no reason to lose those. Okay, now we're at 1440. So we're talking about something called Urn Staggering, which is if you picked up Urn and you held it until the clock hit 15 minutes and then you dropped it at 15:01, it would stop the Urn from switching sides, which means they would not get their comeback Urn. It would cement the Urn as neutral and stop it from switching sides, which means that they, since the Urn never switched, it would still be on, you know, it'd still be stuck as neutral and on that 15% margin instead of the 10% margin that the second Urn has. So they would not get a comeback Urn. You'd basically buy yourself 5 more minutes to win the game. Like 5 more minutes where they just can't come back into the game because they don't have an Urn to come back with. And you could continue to keep staggering it. Like you could just stagger the next one. I actually don't know if you can stagger more than 3. I've never tried. Or I've never had a game at the point where I've staggered 2 or 3 in a row. It's like at that point it's just like 1. And I've never had a game where at that point where I've had to stagger it or have staggered it again.
The spirit urn is waiting to be claimed.
Either that or they wise up and they like, you know, hold it at just like grab it at like 14 and hold it behind their base and drop it at like 1449 or 59. Our team's strong side, right side. We're just gonna take their centers, which is great. Again, please mantle slide. Oh, you should actually there's you should be trying to engage. Yeah, we're just leaving, that's good. This Billy has insane like overfighting issues. I'd go towards this fight on the right side. As much as this is kind of a pointless fight on the right side, your Bebop's pushing this wave. We know Billy's here to respond, so we know there's gonna be one from each team on this side of the map. Dynamo's fixing this wave. You come over here, worst case, you just push the wave back and keep applying pressure, or you come into the fight and then can run Urn. But because all your waves are good and you know Billy's like around here, it makes it so you can't really invade on well, you could potentially invade this left centers to be fair, but you can't invade this right centers right here. Because your team's showing so many on this side of map, if they see you, they'll just like ambush. And we know Billy's already around. Yeah, now we see Billy leaving. Dynamo's coming towards that fight. Once Dynamo comes, you should just come in hard shove mid. We're taking this fight on Billy instead. Oh, discoordination with your teammate is rough. What a hook. I can't wait till they add another hook character, man. Give me a fucking Thresh in this game. I love hook characters so much, but I hated Blitzcrank. I hate Bebop. Give me a difficult hook character. Give me a hook character that's fun. Like Holiday Lasso, but harder and normal ability. That's what I want. And also, you know, obviously not drag you around and stuff, because that'd be OP, but more like just a Bebop hook that you have to channel. Right here, you hard shove that wave. Okay, I'm noticing an issue. We're just not prioritizing centers. You hard shove that wave, you should be coming back, and you kill that Billy. Grab this centers. You could then make your way mid, hard shove, grab this centers, farm this one. Like, you just really want to ping pong between centers, to continue, like, pushing your lead. Like, about ranks, if Phantom was top 10%, you could probably count on your fingers how many E6 players are in South America. Okay, I'm not talking about like South America. I'm talking about like EU and NA. I don't like this reset. Your wave's about to crash in the left walker. You should shove this first, and then you should angle towards the secret shop. You're full HP, so just waste your own time to full reset. Yeah, now we're giving this wave to one of your teammates. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm not percentage-wise. I don't know for other servers. I'm talking about like in general and for EU and NA. Why? Okay, I mean, this is rough. Our teams. Oh, 4 left side for 1 crashing wave. They don't even for the crashing wave. They're all just farming the same camp. Yeah, I mean, Urn would also be a great run here. Again, I'm seeing a commonality of just, if you grab, like, you guys are ahead, Urn's great. You guys pretty much always have wave prio. The best way to push this lead is with an Urn run. Again, if you run Urn on that 20-minute mark or on that, like, 1930 mark, so you're holding the Urn when it hits 20, you would also stagger, which is great. But you should just be trying to get the Urn. Can you ignore 2 waves crashing into each other? So the way it works, if it's like waves neutral, it's a 50-50. Well, I think technically one side has the advantage. I'm not getting into that. In general, whatever side the wave is crashing on, like if 2 waves are crashing here, you can ignore them because whatever side they're on, their wave is going to come first to reinforce versus your wave. So then the wave will push into you. But if it's on your side, you have to respond because your wave is going to come first to reinforce. But if they're crashing neutrally, it's generally best to respond because it's like a coin flip who loses. I think, again, in most games, either Amber side or Sapphire side is like hard-coded to have an advantage and like their wave wins. But someone smarter than me probably knows which side that is. I don't care enough to like sweaty. I'm not sweaty enough to know that. Don't ult Yamato. Oh, it's just an ult, you're fine. Keep in mind that Yamato ult does cleanse your ult though, so like solo ulting her is not great. She didn't have ult in that case, so it was fine. But I doubt that you checked she didn't have ult and then ulted her. Did we get Urn? What happened there? Boosting for mid, yeah, sure. So routing thing, you're going to buy. But when you're coming down here, you don't really have to use boost. Yeah, you can do exactly what the speed bop is doing. What the speed bop did is more efficient routing than going to base. You jump off this zip, you come down here, slide down this staircase, and come up here, and it's slightly more efficient than going all the way to base. yeah, we do got a pocket review. Yeah, looking back at the build, it looks fine. Tank Buster duration on ults. Yeah, I mean, that's fine, I guess. Duration on ult is a very niche spot, to say the least, but I guess it's not bad. They're not that tanky that you need it, and they don't have that much healing that you really need duration, and you haven't hit that many teamfight ults, but if you really like it, you can run it. I just don't think you're going to get that much value out of it, and losing that slot is not great. So build is just very, like, slot-based. Also, if you're buying extra stam, just upgrade that shit to Arcane Surge. Maybe you're going Stamina Mastery, but Arcane Surge is just so fucking good, man. You can use it pre-every ult, too. It just gives you almost as much ability range as Mystic Expansion. Mystic Expansion gives 20, it gives 15, right? So it's very good. And gives you the stamina, obviously. And you can use it on, like, all your shit. What the fuck is TB? TB... I don't know what TB is. Ooh, unfortunate. That's a good ult. TP to cloak, yeah. We're a little lost. Tank Buster, okay, thank you. Yeah, they aren't very tanky, to be fair. Yeah, I guess that's true. The reason this, like, duration and Tank Buster and everything aren't ideal is because their only real tank is Billy. If they had, like, an Abrams or a Victor, well, I mean, Victor less, but, like, an Abrams, it could go crazy. How do you lock down and catch a good pocket? Yeah, I mean, yeah. Like Lucy said, it's Silence Wave or Slowing X are your best options. Can't think anything else. I mean, if pocket's really a problem, Curse. But generally, Silence Wave and Slowing X will get the job done. What the fuck is happening here? Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna explain your options. Because this wave is about to crash, and the most important thing is stopping this wave from crashing to the walker. If you come to this fight, Warden's forced to reset and grab this wave, which is going to take him a while. I think it's better for you to come, push this, and then you tell your Warden hardship this walker. Because this is a terrible fight by your team. We're just fighting like this for fun. And you have no ult. You aren't going to be, like, you're still useful, but your main, like, fight swinging ability is down. Yeah, now Warden has to reset, which isn't great. And he's probably going to miss, like, half of the wave. Oh, he's not even going to stop it. Yeah, now we're just going to take this fight. I mean, yeah, like, how much damage? Oh, look how much damage we did in the fight at the end. I assume, yeah, we definitely left our bag. We definitely have let our bag get too high as well. Yeah, now Warden's pushing mid, but I mean, yeah, Infernus is just dead. Just let him die. Maybe Smartman comes out of it and ults. Nope, he's not. Ooh, you just died for him. Yeah, you have kid up. It's so risky to walk up like that. Wow, he actually lives. This is just like a fight we should never win. It's crazy we're winning this. They're just pushing away from their walker resist. We're getting so lucky. If they just, like, hugged their walker resist, we would never win this. And also, none of them are falling back to walker. They're just dying for fun. Well, at this point, we should go mid-boss. None of them reset to catch the wave on green either. You should go mid-boss. If you guys really want to push this walker first, you can, but the window, I would honestly just immediately be like mid-boss. Walker is not more valuable than mid-boss, and you killing walker really loses your timing to do mid. I think I suffer from the I need to help my teammates, even though I know it's a bad fight syndrome. Yeah, it's how the way I stopped that was I just literally said out loud, let the idiot die. When I would find myself doing that, I would just say aloud, let the idiot die, and it helped. Yeah, like, okay, there's Trans CD. Yeah, Trans CD Spirit Burn, obviously going hand in hand pretty well. Yeah, I mean, Urn's good. We need to heal, though. Probably should just reset. Yeah, on Pocket specifically it is. If your ult's on CD, you're not going to be able to... Because, okay, I guess this is something you can think about in general with a lot of characters. But, like, Pocket especially, characters like Dynamo. I used to play a lot of Dynamo. And the only time you join those, like, really bad team fights is if you have your, fight swinging ability beating your ultimate. I see, we're just waiting for a good ult. The thing is, in this time, you could have just reset. Which, yes, we have a good angle for an ult, but I'd prefer being... like plus 200 HP, or sorry, not plus 1,200 HP over, I mean, the one-man ult we got. Also, removers, kind of pretty good this game. Actually, counterspell or remover are both good, because we're getting perma knockdowns by this Ivy. You should have used your cloak before you cased. Yeah, I mean, if we're full HP, that just doesn't happen. We're also forcing ults that aren't there. One-man ulting that doorman isn't worth, you can just hold your ult there. Doorman's not the problem. I mean, Doorman is doing a lot, but Doorman's not the problem. And one-man ult on Doorman isn't going to win us the team fight. If you want to have the most agency possible on Pocket, keep your tempo, pressure, and money up. Keeping tempo, pressure, and money up is higher priority than covering your teammates' mistakes. Yeah, I agreed. Being infinite souls on Pocket is so threatening. Oh, I was gonna look at... Oh yeah, actually, Counterspell is great this game. You can Counterspell Dorman ult, Counterspell Yamato Slash, Counterspell Billy Chain, Counterspell Wraith ult, Counterspell, I mean... Well, Ivy Knockdown. No, Ivy's not... Yeah, Ivy's still Knockdown. And Counterspell Dynamo Kicks. Counterspells are phenomenal by this game. I'd definitely buy it. And then in lieu of that, you can also Spy Remover. Because if we don't buy anything for this Knockdown, we're just gonna get fucked. No, counterspelling Doorman ult is easy. You literally just counterspell. Either you jump into the door and then counterspell as you're in the air, or you counterspell as it expires. Either way is fine. Yeah, we'd ult for the solo kill. And just guarantees the kill. Good use of it, although, a little sad to have to solo ult, but not bad. Wow, she lives? Ooh, that's rough. Oh, I'm not talking about... I don't even think you can... Wait, can you pre-counterspell? I don't think you can counterspell the cast of... wait, can you actually counterspell initial cast? I don't think... I mean, maybe I'm wrong. To be fair, I used to play a lot more Doorman than I've played against. But I've also played against shit players, so no one's ever counterspelled me. Well, in theory, the I don't know. We'll test it after this game, remind me. I've always just assumed you can't because the, channel time. Where you're just kind of stuck in Valhalla. Yeah, these Dynamo Kicks are doing a lot. Got timed out because I couldn't join a match? Oh, yeah, that's... literally all this... it's insane to me Valve hasn't realized. Just add a match accept screen. All you have to do is add a screen, like League. It pops up. Do you accept the match? Yes or no? Fixes so many issues. Fixes the issue of people pissing before they join game and just griefing where they die immediately or we have to waste a pause. Fixes the issue of people getting idle kicked from Q. It fixes so many issues. Oh yeah, you just recast, pick him up. I mean, again, after we kill two of them, it's a great mid angle. He definitely lived for too long there, but it's fine. I'm in the game, I'm ready, but the game doesn't connect. I see. Yeah, I mean, this is a good fight mids. If we can get a kill, again, it's just mid boss, which is great. Why did Dorman not do the ally cart? You have to do the ally cart there. I've saved so many people just by forcefully throwing them through my doors. If you're a Doorman main and you're trying to save someone, just do the ally cart and force them through your doors. Like that Dynamo, for example, definitely could have died. Now, this point the fight's bad, though. Once Abrams dies, we need to get out. It was a good fight when we were jumping them and we were up one. At this point, we are not jumping them and we are not up any players, so it's really bad. Also, because if you killed Dynamo, you could have gone mid, which would have been great. Yeah, the fight's really bad at this point. You're looking for an ult. Yeah, we're just forcing... I mean, we got the two-man ult there, which is good. Don't recast your cloak. Okay. We got the two-man ult there, which is good, but we ulted before we were even, before we even saw two of them. You're just immediately forcing your, like, you're thinking, I want to ult, so you are ulting. You're not thinking, is this a good ult? It's good. Like, I prefer the issue of over ulting to under ulting, but it is still, you want to be a little more, like, conscious with your ults.
I see Wraith.
I'm leaving the game and trying to rejoin, which usually works, and it doesn't, and I'm out for like 10 mins. This shit is stupid, and if I get low prio because of this, I'm gonna make an alt. Yeah, that does sound pretty dumb. Yeah, we're definitely in the, not the golden age of matchmaking right now. You should be at least talking to your teammates and seeing their intents. If they say, no, you don't ult here, save it for a pick. Wait, what's up? Oh, I mean, I don't believe in communicating with your teammates, I ain't gonna lie. I think, I don't know. You just, I mean, one pick at this point is mid boss too, so that is true that it is really big to keep our ult online, because again, if we, well, I guess not one pick because Dynamo exists, but if we get a pick on Dynamo, or if Dynamo doesn't have ult up and we get one pick, then we get mid, which is crazy. We're kind of just, we're playing too aggressively. You're showing aggressively looking for something, which is scary. I mean, there isn't farm on your side of the map. We need to be a little careful. Yeah, Wraith's here. I mean, our team's team fighting for fun. This isn't a great fight. Okay, I mean, this is a classic. Oh, perfect page pause for me. This is a classic mistake. We're just forcing a fight. In Deadlock, you just never want to force a fight for the simple reason of, like, this thing. Like, this exists. You could just grab this and you can run it across the map and it forces a fight that's positive for you. We want to fight, but instead we're like aggressively running around their jungle, like looking for something, and now we're forcing this. You just want to run earn. If you want to fight, just run earn and you're great. Yeah, all the Page deck. Oh, I hate Page so much. Ooh. How did we get clipped by that? Does he have expansion? No? Weird. I mean, we've lost one. You guys can't chase. Okay, actually, this Ivy is good, a good angle. No. You should just left click there before you case. If you just left click her when she's 1 HP, you're fine. Oh, this is so slow time to kill. We get it though. One thing I'm saying, the reason I'm saying you shouldn't over chase is because if they get a second one, it's a guaranteed mid boss. They already have a pretty good mid boss with one pick and Dynamo, but if they pick up a second, we don't have any chance to contest, and it's really bad. Hey, we'll name one piece of Page deck. Name one difficult piece of Page deck, sorry. Don't look for this fight. What do you hate the most, M1 or melees? I mean, I don't really hate M1s. I don't really hate melees either. I just don't like Abrams because he's overtuned right now. I wouldn't say I hate all melees. Like, I think Billy's fun. I just think Abrams is very overtuned. And the character I hate most are true supports like Page. And I'm sure we'll get more eventually. Being able to line up ults while in doorman ult. Not really tech. I mean, that's not really tech. Tech is like, again, this is a very easy piece of tech, don't get me wrong, but tech is like dashing and then power slashing. Tech is like jumping out of, or shooting or jumping out of pocket case to make it like come out faster. Yeah, I guess to be fair, ricocheting dragon, but no one builds for dragon. But you know what, to be fair, ricocheting dragon is actual tech. We're just wasting a lot of time right now. It's just like kind of doing nothing. Not really pushing our farm. Just kind of like running around. I think if future supports were geared around playmaking, yeah, exactly. Like Drifter support would be more fun, not buff botting. Exactly. No, that's my point. Like, I mean, I want a Thresh. Like, Thresh is a great playmaking support. I don't want to fucking Nami because fuck Nami. I mean, this should be mid boss, surely. The reason this game has gone so long is because no one's doing mid. Ooh, that hurts. Again, kind of forcing the ult, though. What best case we hit? Was there anyone? Maybe, I think there was someone with Billy. The best case we hit, too. Now we should go mid. Oh, actually, Furnace is dead. Fight's still extending, so we take the fight. It's positive for us. Nami isn't a good example because she actually plays the game. Fuck that. Okay, then Lulu. But like, I would still say or Yumi, I guess, is the best comparison to Paige. How is this fight still going on like this? Yeah, I like peeling back. I'm glad you don't overchase instead you peel back. Counterspell would have stopped all that damage. Ooh. Yeah, that's their counterspell. Ooh. How did that fight go so bad? I mean, you guys are winning and then you weren't. I think you played your role fine there. The only biggest issue was just forcing the ult. Like, if we just hold ult there, we're in such a better spot. We just force it. We don't even hit it, but even if we do, we just forced one-man ult on the Billy. I think mechanically your biggest issue. Also, how much are we using our one? I don't think we're using Briefcase enough. What's it called? Barrage? Yeah, look at how barren this Barrage is after, like, this point in the game. A big part of Pocket's damage comes from getting stacks with their Barrage. See, that's a great ult. But a big part of Pocket's damage comes from getting stacks with their Barrage. And like actually getting the pretty ridiculous damage amp. Oh, now we just die for fun. Oh, no, we're so lucky that that Yamato Power Slash didn't hit us. That would have been game if that hit. Yeah, Barrage damage extension is ridiculous. I mean, this is great for us. Case TP? Oh, we should have case TP'd there. We would have farmed. Great DB by Paige. You should at least look behind you as you're running away. I'm really... Well, maybe you're staring at map. Does Pocket ult snapshot buffs? Wait, what? Okay, classic mistake. They have 1, 2, 3 rejuvs, and we are chasing them outside of our base. Very classical mistake. We should probably lose the game for this, because we are down one player chasing out of the base, and they have 3 rejuvs. We are so lucky. If they just turn around, their 3 people that are low die, and they just all come back at full HP, they should just win. Yeah, you get the barrage damage amp on bolts. It's one of the reasons I am like, okay, if you ever watched me play Pocket, which is rare because I'm like not a good Pocket, I do phenomenally on Pocket first 20 minutes, and then you get post 20 minutes, I refuse to use my barrage and I am useless because I just don't use it. So I have like no damage on Pocket. I shouldn't say refuse. It's not like an intentional choice. I'm just shit at Pocket. I'm just like bad at using the barrage. Again, forcing the ult too early. I don't mind trying to jump down there and get an ult, but we're ulting like, I mean, the issue I saw there is we're ulting like in the sky. We want to ult when you're on the ground because you're losing so much AoE by ulting that early. Also, we should throw an exit plan first. If you're jumping down like that, you should throw your cloak behind you first as like an exit plan. How the fuck is this game not over? They're grouped up. Oh, we don't have ult though. Now we're gonna get a good ult. Yeah, now you should just cloak away. Yeah, again, you should have an exit plan. If you're going in like this, just throw your cloak behind you first. Give yourself an exit plan. Now we lose, surely. I say looking at the timeline. Okay. Again, just chasing. We're down a player chasing out of our base. Why? You guys are down 30. Wait, is that 30k? No, 40k. You guys are down 40k. You're chasing out of your base. They're not even unhealthy. The lowest person on the team is Billy, who's like 50% HP. The rest of them are full HP. You're dead a full player, and we're just chasing outside of their base for fun. Is there a pro I should watch to play Pocket? Oh, it's Ido. I mean, it's 1000% Ido. He's kind of been not playing Pocket a crazy amount recently, but he still plays Pocket. I like that jump. Does Cosmic... Wait, does Cosmic... Or I don't know how you say his name. Does he stream? I know it's Pocket build, but I didn't actually know he streamed. He is a good Pocket if he does stream. Although he still says he's a rank 1. Oh, he is? Oh, I see. Oh, 2. 2, I see. I see. Yeah, but why are we throwing our cloak there? You should be throwing your cloak towards your base. Oh yeah, actually, if you can watch Do. Thank you for the follow, Soul, or how do I say that? Soul? Sorry for butchering the name entirely. But Do is also a great pocket. Do is if you can watch pocket play, or Do play pocket. He's semi-pro, not pro. I see. He posts match ID sometimes. Oh, okay. So, as far as the notes, laning stage shouldn't be meleeing under tower. If we get parried, it's Valhalla for us. Second up, please just mantle slide. It's so OP. Just get your muscle memory of when I press mantle, I hold control. So much free movement, goes so crazy. Prioritize sinners, especially when you're winning a lane early. What happened was we just weren't in base when they ended. Like, we cloaked back behind. Like, the reason we lost that is because we cloaked back instead of towards our base. If you're farming, like, prioritize invading sinners if you're ahead. That's how you push your advantage and push your lead and get yourself very fed, is just stealing the enemy sinners. Next up, counterspell or debuff remover would be fantastic. As mentioned before, Tank Buster isn't the craziest into this comp. Yeah. Next up, forcing ults. We were way too eager to force ults that weren't great. I mean, the key part of this is you don't just be like, okay, here's an ult, I'm going to jump down and ult. Like, jump down, assess, hey, how many people can I ult, and then ult. We're just kind of forcing our ult so often instead of thinking like, hey, is this, is this a good ult and not, is this a good opportunity to ult? We were always ulting on good opportunities, but not actually ulting not actually seeing if it was a good ult. We just knew, oh, like, they're near each other and I'm above them. I'm gonna fucking just say fuck it and jump down and ult and not look ahead of me. And then finally, you should always have an exit plan. When you're jumping down like that with ult, just throw a cloak behind you. They don't have slowing hex, so you're great. You could just cloak away. You would be golden. Oh, also counterspell, or not counterspell, debuff remover, not bad this game either, although worse than counterspell. But yeah, it is great to practice counterspell. That item is very OP. And yeah, do I just spam my builds like iDocker? Yeah, it's kind of what you have to do. I mean, I got my build taught by like putting it in my Discord bio and perma going online. But anyway, watch, or my holiday build. So use my holiday build if you're watching on YouTube, and I hope you enjoyed, and keep it real.